Hello, water signs. I want to welcome you to my channel or welcome you back, one or the other. I thank you so much. We're getting ready to do the summer energy for the water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Love my water signs. All right, I'm surrounded by it. I'm actually surrounded by Scorpio and Pisces. So as far as water goes. Anywho, we are going to be doing the summer energy. So we're going to start off with Cancer. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to pull heroes and see what the summer energy is coming in as. So let's see if, what whispers? Sorry, not the heroes. We are going to be doing the whispers. So we have the incoming energy for my Cancer. And it's becoming your own priority. So for some of you, for a while, you have let others be your priority, you know, regardless of whether it's family, co-workers, friends. You've put everybody else before you. So the energy going into the summer is making time for you. So that will be your focus, is making yourself the priority. So I also feel for some of you, you're on the cusp of a new beginning. It's not going to quite look like what you thought it was going to look like. You may have had some, I'm getting there's going to be a little bit of a twist. Yeah, so well, let's see what we get with the messages. As most of you know, I'm an intuitive reader and I do get multiple messages. Let's do a practical and see what that takes us. As the overall theme, we have making yourself priority. Cancer, my lovely Cancers, the summer energy, Spirit. What is the summer energy? So we have rewild your life. What a great way to start your summer is, you know, instead of the mundane, instead of the day-to-day, the daily structure, step outside of your comfort zone. So you're being asked to make yourself a priority and to step outside of your comfort zone this summer. So let's go ahead and get some tarot messages on what the month of June, what energy, oh, we already had something drop. So 9 of Fire. So you feel like you've been through a battle. So that's the energy going into June is you won. You won this battle, but at what cost? You're tired. You need to heal. But you did win. You won the battle and you stood your ground. So whatever transpires or what has transpired, just know that you are the one that won. Regardless of what it looks like, you are the one that won. And you are standing your ground. That's the energy that's coming in for June. That's the energy that's coming in for June. Is standing your ground, winning and standing your ground. Oh, okay, so it's with the the Knight of Swords. So what this is telling me is that the Knight paired with you won the battle. And the Knight of Swords is saying that right now you are rushing in towards the qualities that you're looking for, like loyalty, allegiance, bravery. So this is coming after the battle though. So this is your thoughts. This is where you are discerning the information coming to you. But I'm really picking up loyalty. I'm also picking up the transformation that you are transforming your life. And I think what it is with the bravery is rewilding your life, and also having the courage of stepping out and making you the priority, because you've made other people the priority for so long. And taking chances, adventure. You know, Cancer is very tenacious and very family oriented, and they are dreamy, and you know, they can tend to daydream a lot. However, they are adventurous at heart, and it feels like you're out of sync, you're out of balance, because you've lost your sense of adventure. And now what Spirit is saying is hey, look, you won the battle. It's time to put yourself first, but you're going to have to find that courage. You're going to have to break whatever it is that keeps and holds you back, because you need to invite the adventure back into your life. The journey, it could be just as simple as the things you love, and stop hiding to make other people happy. This is about you. This is the Cancer. This summer is about you no longer hiding behind whatever mask or whatever thing you had to do, whatever responsibility. It might not even been a mask. It could have been a responsibility. But now it's time for you to come out and pursue what it is that you want to. Put the adventure back in your life. Rewild your life. All right? Finding your passion, your desire. See, it's no coincidence that she's surrounded by, you know, dandelions that are getting ready to seed. These are wishes. And this is you calling to the ones that are going to join you, that are with you. It's like getting out there, making the connections, enjoying the adventure. So that's what you're looking at for June. All right, this is the energy coming in. There's going to be some kind of twist, some kind of epiphany, an aha moment that is just going to, either that or it's a resolution. For some of you, it could be a resolution, putting your foot down and saying X, Y, Z. This is how it's going, you know? So I'm getting multiple energies here. So we have the Three of Tides. The Three of Tides is definitely community, celebrations. It's just getting out there. It's getting out there and reconnecting with what you love. All right, it's reconnecting with what you love. And it was on a split, so got a lot of emotions going on here. Got a lot of cup activity. So the Knight of Cups is here too. So it's you pursuing the things that you love, that you desire, that, you know, you're looking into that glass. You want to fill it so damn bad. Fill it, Cancer, fill it. I don't know how else to say it. You've put other people in front of you for so long. So that's the energy that's coming in. Let's get, I don't know if that was for July. Well, if not, let's pull another one for July. All right. Let's see what's going in for July and going towards August. So we had two. That's what's getting me. So you've got a choice. You've got Two of Cups. Looks like you've got choice between two paths that you have to take, two people, two paths. There's a choice. There's a choice you have to there's somebody that's asking for you to choose. So there's a choice that you have to make. So this is in July, all right? So it's in July, and it's going to make you, no lie, it's going to make you want to retreat. It's going to make you want to hide and go inward, because that's what you do best, Cancer, is you retreat. You disassociate. That's what you do best. So that's something you're going to have to try to ward off come July, going towards the end of July. You need to find that balance. So let's see what your August is looking like. July, got to make sure you don't hide, or you know, the universe is going to send you a tower. So you have to fight that urge. So remember, rewild your life, putting you as priority. So let's get August. August. All right, so we have 4. See, you do it. Oh, Cancer. So you decide to go inward and you try to hide. See, they're looking for you, but you try to hide. So you're trying to hide from making that choice. And you're trying to, you're going back to your childhood, you're going back to trauma, you're going back to all of it. But the gist of it is you're trying to hide from making a choice. You're trying to hide from making a choice. Let's see what you end August with going into September. So the Knight of Pentacles is about exploration, adventure, but it's slow moving. So what this tells me is that in August, you do come out of it and you are still trying to enjoy yourself. It's slow moving. But you're on the right path. You're finding the courage. So come August up through September, you are going to make those wishes and find that new path come September. All right. So that you just have to remember reciprocity. Kindness begets kindness, and it's also including for yourself. Being kind to yourself and self-care, but it's finding the adventure. And like I said, Cancer, you love the water. You love, you're dreamy, you're intuitive. Your intuition, when you're not caught up in your emotions, is usually on point. Cancers, you tend to get caught up in your emotions and daydreams, so it makes it difficult to distinguish what is intuition and what is fear based. So you will overcome this by September. So you need to put yourself first, make yourself the priority, and you need to be adventurous. I do see that there's at one point somebody tries to make you choose, and I feel it's between two. There's some kind of commitment or something that you really don't want to do. There's nothing that says you have to choose either, but don't hide from life, face it, and move on. So that's something that Cancers don't really like to do. They would rather disassociate or wait until it goes away. So, you're not going to have that choice, but Knight of Pentacles, slow moving, you'll come out of it by September, and you'll understand the reciprocity and giving back to yourself and getting your health and everything in check as well, because I'm not talking about just mental health, but by September, you will be on a new path. You will release whatever fears, your expectations, your expressions, your experience, all of it's going to change. There's something that it's an epiphany, it's an aha moment, but I see a twist for you as well. So keep that in mind. You need to let go of the angst and keep that in mind. So thank you so much, Cancer. And if you have any questions or you want an extended read, my information is in the description box. Thank you. Scorpio, this is going to be for your summer energy. We are getting ready to go ahead and clear that last read. And we are going to pull your energy card. What is it that we are looking at for your summer energy? Your summer energy, a theme, if you would say. So Scorpio, what are we looking at for you? Beneath the surface. Beneath the surface. So there are things that are hidden. It could be, well, let's see. sometimes you have to dig deep. This summer you might have to dig deep and face reality, because things on the surface might feel a little calm, but what happens is things get muddied and distorted the deeper you go. So I believe that this summer, at least in the beginning of the summer, you're going to have some things that are going to rise up to the surface and be illuminated. Could affect the way you feel about something, or the path that you are currently on may suddenly change. There may be endings that are coming your way. Let's pull for you. Let's get a blessings. What is it that you need a blessing for this summer? What is it that you need a blessing for the summer? Where's that energy taking you for the summer? All right, blessings of protection. So there's times that you're going to feel vulnerable this summer. Just know that you're protected. There's going to be times that, you know, it just feels like, let's put it this way. When something doesn't go right, it's actually going to be divine intervention, because it wasn't meant for you. If something makes you feel uneasy, know that that's a sign from the universe saying, hey, don't pursue it. I just feel it. It's like heightened intuition. Follow it, because it's going to be your protection for this summer. So that's what they're blessing you with, is more intuition and protection. So you'll see the signs. All right. And one more, I just want to get one more energy card for you, Scorpio. And yes, your alignment with your mind, your body, and your soul. So it's mind, body, and soul alignment. That is something that will be playing in the background. Getting your priorities straight, your health straight, you know, just organizing a little bit more and taking care of yourself a little bit better is what I see. Once again, I'm getting that things are muddied underneath, and some things may boil up to the top. So alignment is needed this summer. So let's go ahead and get the crows, or the ravens. It's the crows. The crows want to speak to you, my darlings, for the summer. Ooh, let's see. Scorpio. All right. So it's leaving the pain and the past behind is the energy that we're getting for June. So there's going to be something that transpires. I'm feeling it, and I was feeling it when it said deep beneath the surface, more or less by mid-June. There's something that's going to rise up again, or feelings of, you know, why inadequacy, or why does this keep happening to me? It's because you keep repeating patterns. You ignore the red flags. And that is something that I'm seeing for some of you. But it's leaving the pain of the past behind and moving forward. All right. So let's see what we've got to accompany that. And we've got the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups speaks of loss and depression. So some of you have really been going through it. Some of you really have been going through it, and it feels like it's going to bubble up to the surface in June. And there's going to be a period where, you know, you'll feel like you've lost everything, but you haven't. You're just not seeing everything that there is. So June just feels like it's checking the past and leaving it behind. And remember, you have that blessings of protection. So if it's not working out, it's not meant to be. All right. So that's something that you have to remember. Scorpio. Okay, let's go into move this energy into July. So July looks like you're standing still. July looks like you're sitting. You're not investing in anything. You're kind of wallowing in it, And let's see what we've got. It's the accompanying energy. And we've got, you're looking for a new beginning in July. You're not investing in yourself, but you're looking for that new beginning. You're still operating under, you have that Two of Wands, where it is you want to go, what you're taking with you, what is set and what is to be released. All right, so you've got that, but you're looking to move. You're looking for that new beginning. So let's see what we've got for August, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for August. And you've got to remember, this year is about endings and beginnings. All right, so we're kind of in that trajectory. So August is you planting seeds to see what is going to happen, which goes in line for those new beginnings. So you start looking out there to see what's available, and I see you planting seeds for your future. And let's see what else accompanies that energy for August. And we have new perspectives, new ideals, and planting seeds. So you kind of have an ideal, but you're weighing all your options, is what I get. And we're going to go ahead and pull one card for your, what's going to be the energy moving into September before fall. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you will be concentrating on your pentacles at this time. Your confidence, your skills, and your knowledge. And I believe that's what you're doing when you plant those seeds with the Seven of Pentacles and you're looking for new perspectives. For some of you, I see a move. For some of you, I just see you leaving the disappointment behind. And for some of you, I see that by September going into November, you're actually going to be looking for a new location. Obviously that won't pertain to all of you, but I'm getting it as a large potential energy for Scorpios. Some of you are definitely wanting to leave the areas that you're in and just leave all the shit behind and just move forward and start over. And that's what you're looking at, that Seven of Pentacles, and the new perspective. You're just looking for a new beginning. So it looks like the gist of it is going to come up to the surface in June. You're going to work your way through it. You're going to wallow a little bit in July. But by August going into September, you're ready just to leave it all behind. You're going to find that alignment. But just remember, Spirit is protecting you. What's not working for you is not meant to work. So Spirit is stepping in and reminding you that you are protected. You are divinely guided, guarded, and protected. And it looks like you're going to be following your intuition. And I do see that by, the fall, you're going to be moving. I see that stag, that leadership. So you're going to take control and you're going to be going back into the right direction. And for some of you, I do see that as a move. I see it logistically as a move, not a move forward where you're standing, but literally a move, and you leave everything behind because the area that you're in is just holding too much weight for you at this time. So with that said, you'll be coming up with a plan, and October, November, you're leaving. All right, so thank you so very much. I appreciate you, Scorpio, and catch you on the next read. Hello, my lovely Pisces. Welcome to my channel, or thank you for returning. I surely do appreciate it. This is going to be for the summer energies for the sign of Pisces and what you can expect for the energies. Now, for some of you, I do see a tower, a transformation, something that has to be reimagined. It just feels like, something is not working out. And Spirit is sending something to set you on another path. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pull some energy cards and see what stirs up for your summer. And we're going to go with the heroes the heroes first. And see what we get for my Pisces. And we have Dream Sanctuary, attend to the simple things. So it looks like, you know, it's pretty much, well, you're not overcomplicating anything. You're just basically going to flow. Keep it simple, keep it light. And we're going to go ahead and see what, with the practical, we're going to see what other energy. So basically it's just, you're keeping it peaceful and you're keeping it serene. And I believe that's because some of you have come out of a tower, Pisces, or you feel like your life is changing and transforming. So you're just wanting to keep it simple right now. So let's see. We have follow your dreams. Dream and dream, dream and dream. So follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Dream like. One thing that Pisces are really great at is dreaming. Some of you are very highly intuitive dreamers. Some of you live in a dream. And basically, I believe there was a dream that some of you were following that crashed and burned. That is what I'm feeling, but it's follow your dreams. So I'm getting more along the lines of keeping it simple, following your intuition. A lot of you might have a lot of lucid dreams. Pisces tends to be one of the most intuitive signs out there. You're very in tune with how you, with nature, with symbolism. So Pisces, I feel like you there's just something that needs to be transformed or will be transforming, and you need to follow your dreams and your intuition. That's kind of what I'm getting for you. So let's get some tarot messages of what you can expect for the month of June for my Pisces. For the month of June for Pisces. And we've got the Five of Cups. So yeah, some of you are coming out or you are feeling like you've lost a lot. You didn't lose everything, but you feel like you did. Or you feel like it's pointless. That there's no hope for whatever it was that is moving out. This energy is going to be moving out. So let's see what we've got. It was actually based, it was split with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Coins, which meant that, you weren't included in something. You felt like you were always on the outside, but it was in your head, a limited beliefs, your beliefs. It could have been different belief system, or it could have been something that you just trapped yourself. You just trapped yourself in it. So let's see what else we've got for June. Let's see what else we have for June. Let's go ahead and shuffle this. I already felt the Tower, and the Tower came out again. So we're going to say that it's definitely a restructure, a time of restructure, and, finding the stability or rebuilding. And you're going to really want to follow your intuition. So let's see, June. And we've got the Knight of Coins. It's rushing towards that stability. It's going to be a slow moving energy going out of June. But you'll find the courage to move forward and to explore different things. But I really feel, Pisces, that's going to be following your intuition. You're going to get through it by keeping things simple and following your intuition, because I believe that Spirit is going to be there for you. So let's get what we've got going on in July. And we have the Seven of Coins. So July, you'll be starting to plant seeds. making decisions of, you know, what it is, what direction you're going in. So you're looking for that fertile ground, and you'll be planting seeds. And we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords says, you know, you took that rest. You're planting seeds, but you're really not moving at a fast rate. You're still kind of healing. You're still in the healing phase. You're still going inward. It's almost feeling like a dark night of the soul here, all right? So we have the Ten of Coins, which is great because this is saying you're right at the door of heading towards your legacy. You're right at that door of finding, you know, your friends, family, loyalty, legacy, the stability. So you're on, that's where you're planting the seeds. You're still healing, but this is your focus. All right, this is your focus. So let's get you August. Let's see where you're at come August. Because we know what your focus is. Got your mind on your money. All right, so August is putting that light on, seeing what's out there. You're still kind of healing. You're still a little bit introverted, but you are gathering all the wisdom and the knowledge. It's like a teacher-student vibe, because you also are exchanging wisdom and knowledge. So I see that you're about to come out because you've got that light on. You're shining. If you could see this, he's risen above, and he knows that he must venture outwards at this time. Very stable, very rooted and grounded energy is what you're going to be going into. So by the end of August, going into September, you're going to be doing that reconnection, the community. You're being your cups, your emotions, but it's happy, it's joyous, it's celebrating, because you're reconnecting. So that's what happened when you started to share and open up with this Hermit, because that's what it is. It's opening up and sharing, and acknowledging what it was that you experienced, okay? Or what you feel. And going into September, we have that Temperance. And that Temperance speaks to balance, new beginnings, patience, but it speaks to balance. And it's balancing the spiritual and the physical. And Pisces tend to walk between two worlds. And the Temperance is helping you find balance in between that. What do I mean by walking between two worlds? Once again, Pisces are highly intuitive, and they're very creative, and they can manifest a lot of things. And this is just this balance that the universe is sending you is helping you balance the spiritual and the physical, because sometimes we can get lost in the manifestation itself. So it's releasing the past and finding a new plan. So come September, you'll definitely be in that leadership and new plan and forging ahead. All right. So that's what I have for you, Pisces, and I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next read. Enjoy your summer.